Everybody knows what Undertale is. If you're somehow on YouTube and clicked on this video, which explicitly mentions Undertale in the title and thumbnail, and somehow you don't know what it is, I'm impressed but mostly scared of you. Undertale is the quirky Earthbound-inspired RPG featuring everybody's favorite characters, like the winner of the Tumblr Sexy Man Twitter contest, that might have also killed the Queen of England, and his brother Pruncell. Undertale has been a massive success, ranking in over $26 million on Steam alone, and becoming an essential experience in video games. With some of the best dialogue in a video game since Get Onto My PS2, and some of the most unique fights in a video game since Mort the Chicken. So, Undertale turned 7 the other day, September 15th, and Toby Fox decided that, for the occasion, he would sell Sans in soda form to celebrate. And me and Thomas, who live in Idaho, decided to drive all the way to Anaheim, California to visit the Requiem Cafe's Undertale event. The whole idea was really poorly thought out. Thomas and I sent each other the initial tweet, jokingly saying that we should drive to the cafe and drink Sans juice. What we didn't realize is that in 2 weeks, the first weekend the cafe was open, we would both be free. We left the morning of September 16th, around 6 a.m. The goal was to get to St. George, Utah, before the end of that day. As we drove, we stopped and ate, we listened to Undertale music, everything was good, nothing could go wrong. We stopped and ate Vietnamese food, got some pho, and then we disappeared to our hotel to play Splatoon 3 till about 1 a.m.
Successfully downloaded Nicolas Cage. Oh, Splatoon gaming. Dude, when I was younger, I would hold my phone like this, like over my 3DS, to record gaming YouTube videos.
I have some epic gaming videos like that.
My favorite video you've ever sent me is this exactly. It's like too close to the screen though, and it's on Fisherman Josh, and he's talking about how like alone he is.
Oh my gosh! I bet you. Do you still have that?
I have it somewhere. Yeah, it's beautiful. Whoa, game saved. Splatoon.
Videos.
Splurge, glurg, blurg, splurg.
And we woke up 5 hours later to start the drive to California. We stopped at Terrible's, just outside of Vegas, and Thomas and I dragged ourselves to a White Castle. Neither of us had really had White Castle before, so we each got 2 sliders. They were okay. What we didn't realize was that these sliders were the only thing that we would eat for the rest of the day. Upon arrival, there was a line that was, according to one of the people that we ran into at the end of the line, about 3 hours out. The cafe hadn't opened yet.
Undertale. Sans.
We met up with a couple people around us, and then we waited. Played some Pokemon Go, made some loud jokes about fighting game characters, and Sans, the skeleton. And then the police came by, were apparently worried about the people who would go to an Undertale cafe event. They were like, hey, what's this for? And everybody around us was like, I don't know, man, which is understandable because cops are terrifying. And so, yeah, and then they just sort of lurked for a while. That was wild. The most important part, though, is that after about 3 hours and mingling with a person with deer hooves, a bunch of dudes who played Smash and were screaming about Neko Arc from Melty Blood, and just existing in like the most Twitter in real life atmosphere I've ever been in my life, we finally got into the cafe. Well, kind of. Before we got into the cafe, we let these 3 people hop in front of line with us because they walked up and were like, hey, how long's the wait? And we were like, hey, 4 hours at least. We've been here all day. So, hop in line with us. We'll save you that wait. So, me and Thomas and our 3 new friends, and the person with the deer hooves and the Smash players and all of them, we get into the cafe and we're met with the disappointing news that the cinnamon butterscotch pie, the starfait, the food items in general, all sold out. And not only that, the merch is sold out too. Everything is gone except for Sand Soda. Sand Soda was the key. Sand Soda is what I came for. Thomas is a little upset about not getting merch and not getting to eat pie. And also driving 24 hours and existing with me for that long is probably a pain in the butt. Understandable, right? But I got in there and I got my Sand Soda. And that's what's important. But yeah, I mean, it happened. We went and it was fairly uneventful. But it's funny. And now I have a good story to tell. Because I drove 700 miles over 24 hours to drink blue cream soda. And I enjoyed it. This is a new kind of video for me. I kind of want to do more stuff like this. Me and Thomas have a bunch of trips planned, which I will not reveal yet. I've done some hardcore audio recording and editing for this Pokemon video that I'm putting out about music. I want to talk about like the Salmon band in Splatoon 3 and 2 for Salmon Run. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. So if you liked this, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, text me on Twitter and say, hey Josh, this was cool. And yeah, just let me know. And if there's like anything that you want me to go visit, I have a lot of free time on weekends and also a car, and gas is totally cheap now and definitely not super expensive and not worth it. So yeah. Also, don't forget, I stream sometimes on twitch.tv/tinglyjungle. I'm on Twitter, tinglyjungle, @tinglyjungle on Twitter. And I have a podcast which is uploading fairly infrequently called Tingly Mumbles. So yeah, thanks for watching. Sand Soda.